Well, g'day everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Out of Ore. Got the green truck out. We have set up. We did a stream here. You can see that we've got a little bit of bitumen down already, which is really cool. And we did this on stream. We also did a lot of other stuff on stream as well. We've got stuff everywhere. One of the things that we did do was I set up this. I set myself up this asphalt plant, and we're inputting our materials into here just manually and creating asphalt so that we can at least sort of start getting stuff happening and start getting some asphalt paving down and stuff like that. Now I did have to add myself another solar panel to be able to cope with this, but at the moment I had it this low so that we could drive the asphalt machine underneath it, and which was okay, but it was kind of bugging out when I was trying to load it from the chute. Therefore, what I've basically done now is I've basically tried to, or what we're going to do now is that we're actually going to raise this a little bit, because it is, you bugger. I'm still going to have to use that right hand piece, because it's causing a little bit of a problem. I need one. If I go into the store and I go into factory conveyors, I need one. Maybe an 8x6 might be all right. We could do an 8x6, or we could do an 8x4. I think we'll do an 8x4, so I'll grab that as well. And then what I might do is I might come directly out of there. So if we get rid of that, and we get rid of that, and then we throw the left conveyor in, and then we throw the 8x4. I brought it down, didn't I? Yes, of course I did. Let's go back into here and do an up. I might even do up 8x6, I reckon. So let's grab one of those and we'll throw that in there. What we have to be really careful of, and I might need to bring the bulldozer down here and doze some more of this and do some more filling, because what we've got to be really careful of is the next thing that I was going to show you. Once we move this forward, there we go. We'll be able to get a truck under there, and hopefully we'll just fill this truck up with asphalt, and we'll be able to use it that way. So let's turn him off. Let's jump out of there, and well, I'll show you first. We have the big boys. You've probably seen it anyway, but we have some big boy toys. This is Tonka. This is Tonka truck. It's Tonka truck stuff. Check it out. It's just amazingly large, and have a look at this. And what we've started to do is on stream is we've started to sort of, well, we were supposed to be flattening this area out, but somebody, don't know who, Leper maybe? Not naming any names. Got a little bit deep there. But that's okay, because there's heaps of stuff in here. So we're going to have to go up there and probably drop some of that off with the large excavator, which we can do, which is going to be really good. But yeah, one of those scoops is way more than what one of these small trucks can fit in. So we did sell some stuff off, to be honest. So let's go and turn this beast on. There we go. Get a little bit of power in there. And what we should do is we should find that we start getting a little bit of bitumen coming through, or asphalt, if you would like to call it asphalt. There we go. So that's dropping in there, and then I'm hoping that we'll be able to tip this into the asphalt layer, which will be really nice. So so we'll get a load of asphalt made here. At the moment, I've put asphalt straight into the no. I put asphalt straight into, I put gravel straight into here. Let's consume some. And the gravel is making the asphalt. I've put oil in here, but it hasn't used any oil. Even when I hit, like, there's no consume button or anything. So it's kind of just, that liquid tank's kind of just storing, I think, rather than anything else. So, yeah, I was always looking really, really forward to doing it. I did want to do it on the series, but the boys were messing with the Tonka toys on stream and stuff, and I thought, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give a little bit of asphalt a go, so which is really, really cool. And there's the little asphalt machine there. But filling it up has been a little bit of a problem. My idea was to drive it under here, and then to basically drive it under here and fill it up via the chute, and then just turn that on and off. But what was happening was the asphalt was falling all the way through for some reason. I don't know why. I reckon that might be enough, you know. Let's just get in there and turn this machine back off. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, it was falling straight, so it loads into here. But for some reason, it was falling straight through out of the chute and then just tipping the machine over. So we are going to need to go a bit wider because the big truck, and I'll show you that, because it's not the biggest one. Let me just say, it is not the biggest one, but it is. It's still massive. It's incredibly massive, especially when you get something like the roller next to it or something like that. It's just crazy. All right, so we should be able to. I should be able to just tip it into here. So for those of you who don't watch Kerbo, somebody did mention that Kerbo did it this way. That's probably, that just, I don't know. It tipped a whole pile out as well. So it's a little bit of a problem. I was hoping for something a little bit more refined than than that. I don't know whether we can. Where am I going? I'm going up here. I don't know whether we can actually. Yeah, look at that. I don't know whether it's actually possible to even to manually load this thing. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we might get in here and just flatten this out a little bit with the thing. So we can enter the vehicle. That's perfectly fine. We'll start that and we'll see if we can actually get out of here, because it does get stuck very easy as well. I might actually bring that over to here, and we'll probably run it up under here as well if we can fit under there, just like so. There we go. And I can start paving, and we'll run the paver through there. There we go. Lovely. Look at that, eh? Look at that. We'll stop again and roll back just a little bit, because what I would like to do is I would like to jump out and grab this roller here and see if we can't that default zooming out is just ridiculous. They need to fix that. At least I feel like they need to fix that anyway. Let's get this rolling, and hopefully we'll be able to flatten all this out. There we go. Yeah, I think that's okay. Don't want anything too ugly here. I mean, mind you, I've got stuff everywhere, so I can't really say that though, can I? I'm actually quite impressed at how the asphalt goes over. I thought, and I don't know whether they've changed this, but I actually thought that you actually had to, and I know Flash did as well, that you actually had to roll it after you'd laid it. So, but it kind of hasn't worked out that way, so Gonna roll this down here, and then we probably want to get ourselves a little bit of dirt in here as well. Because the reason being is that we are going to be suffering greatly trying to get that big beast around the corner. And I'll show you that in a sec. So just get this out. Probably should have my beacons on. I keep forgetting to put my beacons on. Let's turn that off, and let's turn that off. And then we'll jump in this beast. Oh, it's so big. It's so big and so fun. All right, in we go. Rolling down there. Oh. And to get past there, we're going to have to go through there like that. So, which is not too bad, but what I would like to do is to smooth some of this out. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I'll run him back over to here. There we go. Beautiful. I'm all the way up the top. Let me down. Let me down. So I don't know. I don't think I have it. I have a little bit of dirt on me, but not much. And a little bit of pay dirt on me as well, but again, not too much. And a bit of asphalt in there. So what I was thinking of doing is we could just fill some of this up here. And just make it a little bit wider for that fella to get through. So without the bumps and stuff. Not that those tires really they don't really matter, do they? Those tires will just take anything out. There we go. All right, get a little bit in there. We'll get this a little bit higher. And I probably could have put a little bit of a retaining wall down there, but I'm not going to bother now. Throw some more in there and there. Get some in there, like so. And then we'll get the paving done through here. And it just gives us a little bit of a road going through there, basically. So. Not that we necessarily needed it, but it's in the game, and why not? If you can do it, why not? So let's just roll this fella through here, like so. We'll roll straight through here. There we go. That's it. That's what we want to do. And we'll work our way backwards and forwards a little bit. Grader and bulldozer still a little bit of a problem. In fact, the bulldozer, I didn't feel like I was doing too bad on the bulldozer, but it actually feels a little bit like it's changed a bit and it's worse now. Let me know if you guys think that it is, if you feel that it's changed as well. Because I kind of feel like it did, because I did actually start using it on stream as well, trying to sort of sort out some areas and stuff. And I mean, it's not too bad, but it's not real good either at the moment. So, as I said, just let me know what you guys think, and whether you think that it has changed. All right, we'll roll you through there. There we go. Had a great time on stream though. Had Flash on there. Had Leper on here as well, and we were making a little bit of a. There's always shenanigans. So I did have to, believe it or not, I did have to actually take the stream down off of YouTube. Because I had some DMCA free music from Harris Heller playing right through the stream, just to have a little bit of music in the background, and lo and behold, my YouTube video got copyright striked. So I could have left it up, and then all of the money from the views and stuff would have gone through to the artists that had put the copyright claim in. but I decided not to. I decided, no, stuff you, I'm going to take it down. So for those of you like Goof who were expecting, who were definitely expecting to see a stream archive up for Out of War from the weekend, then that's where it's gone. So my apologies, Goof, but it was listed as DMC free for Twitch and YouTube, and I've got I've basically been done over for it, so I just took it off. There we go. Not that I get enough views for it to matter, but it's the principle of the thing, you know. You get something that's listed as DMCA free and YouTube and Twitch friendly. Well, that's what you expect, isn't it? That is exactly what you expect. So, and that is what I expected. Right, I reckon that's probably actually looking not too bad. There's probably a little bit of a dip right here, maybe. Probably need a little bit through here, like that. There we go. And then we'll just we'll roll through that as well. Up we go. We'll just roll straight through there, and that should be okay. And then we should be able to pave all the way out here. So fingers crossed. There we go. That should smooth it out nicely. Or at least make it smoother anyway. Not necessarily nicely, but I think it must be pretty hard to set up like ground manipulation the way these guys have set it up in this. There we go. Roll you through there. Roll you around here. Just to flatten that out. Like so. And I think that's probably going to be the best that we can do. Gillette. The best a man can get. I shouldn't be advertising on here, should I? Alright, vibro off. Let's go over and park these beasts up. I might park it up here actually if we go up there. Actually, I should vibrate while I'm going up there. That doesn't sound quite right, does it? There we go. And turn you off and turn the beacon off and jump out of... I didn't turn it off, did it? No, I didn't turn him off. Alright, there we go. I was wondering what the noise was. We'll get the grader out of the way, and we will do... I will do some grader work for you guys. At some point in time as well. But for now... Oh, no. It's doing grader work by itself anyway. That is all the way up, guys. Probably need a GPS on this too. Which is, it would be good to be able to turn this off and on. Turn the grading off and on because it can sometimes be a little bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. Through there probably and around there, I reckon, is probably the way to go. So let's jump in here and see what we can do. Oh, no, drive properly, Simi. And pave. There we go. There we are. Straight through here. Got a little bit of an area going through here, which is it seems to kind of almost smooth the ground a little bit as it goes, which is actually really, really cool. So there we go. We'll run him down to there and we'll turn you off. spin him around. He's a bit slow. I don't know whether this has beacons. I don't think it does. Yep, it doesn't. No beacons on this end. Alright, we'll go over the top of this as well. Try and smooth that bit out a little bit. Run all the way through here. And we are out. We are out. So what I'll do is I'll actually drive back here, and we can make a mess over here as opposed to making a mess where I was making it, right? Around you go, sunshine. We'll try and do it a little bit better this time, shall we? Maybe a little bit more gentle. Oh, okay. And put the park brake on. And just see if we can actually... I did say I would like a... I was asked a question by crawlers on stream. What mod would I like to see first up for this game? And just having a think about it then, it would be really good if you remember Farm Sim. When you're doing your TMR, your total mixed ration, when you're putting bales and stuff in your next to the trailer, it shows you a gauge of how full everything is. I reckon that'd be really good on this. I think it would be fantastic to have that on this. So if you're tipping something into another vehicle, a gauge of exactly how full it is, you know, whether you're using an excavator or a loader and you're loading a tipper or whatever, just to have that gauge of whether what you're loading is full. That would probably be a really, really, really good mod to have. So I only just thought of that when I was tipping that in, because I have said that before. I think I've said it on stream before, so yeah, that would be a lovely mod to have, I reckon. Wow, we're running out really quickly on this, aren't we? There we go. Keep you going there. Run you straight through there. I think that's good. I think that's good. That's how we want it, isn't it? Although it didn't work too bad, did it? There we go. We are out. We are out. All right, we'll go back and get ourselves a little bit more. She only likes flat ground, definitely. So we'll roll through here as well. We've got some cleanup to do there. Now my plan when I got on here to record today was probably to hopefully start doing a little bit of water pipe work, which is gonna have to go over that side, but because we did all of this work on the weekend on stream, I thought I'd get up here and start finishing all of this paving. It's very slow, isn't it? It's very, very slow. There we go. Roll him into here, fill him up. There we go. Lovely. Jump in here, put the park brake on, turn him on, and hopefully fill it up no fuss again. Nice and gently. Nice and gently. There we go. There we go. I reckon that's probably pretty full. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Right next to the bank. We'll fill it up right next to the bank, right? There we go. And we'll probably once I've cleaned this area down there, I'll come down here and widen this somehow as well. So it's going to take us forever to go through there. I hope everybody's well. I apologise that I haven't put too much content out over the last few weeks. My intention is to continue putting content out, but I've been really sick, and I'm still recovering from it, and it's just energy and mental energy and all that type of stuff has really taken a massive hit. So I've kind of had a little bit of trouble putting stuff out, but I did start recording a new series that's going to start this week. Not an out of ore series. I needed other stuff to run besides, alongside out of ore. For those in my community that don't watch out of ore. So I've started another series which I'm really excited about, and it's in a game that I absolutely love playing. I did stream it a few weeks ago and had an absolute ball, and it's had so many changes and stuff since the last time that I played it. But I thought, yeah, this is it. This is what I want to do. I want to play a series on this, so keep your eye out for that, guys. Just keep your eye out for that. That is releasing this week, so we will go back to 2 or 3 videos a week now that I'm starting to recover. So I'm going to roll through here as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't remove trees. They need to make it remove bushes and all of that type of stuff as well, I think, this paver. So it would be good to see them doing that. If they could add that, that would be absolutely brilliant. Just like a mulcher removes all the bushes and grass and small trees and all the stuff that you can't cut down in Farm Sim. It would be absolutely brilliant. Now, somebody did ask me if I was going to do a Farm Sim, if I was going to continue on with my Farm Sim series, and I said to them, I was only getting like between 30 and 50 views, which makes it really hard to put all that time and effort into it. So, right, got you. Might roll straight through here now, like this. Yeah, you can see those that fern basically sticking through there, and we are empty. Didn't really give us any indication that it was going to empty, did it? So, but there you go. That is that is laying bitumen, guys, and it does do quite a good job. We'll come down and have a look at it in a sec. I'll park this little fella out of the way. We should be able to get our mining truck over, but I will flatten that out and put some more bitumen in there as well. Sort of do a little bit of a round bit in there so that our dump truck can get past there. Perhaps even remove this little hill that's on the right hand side there and work that one out as well, and sort that one out as well. So, but for now, just going to park this fella up here, out of the way, and we're going to turn him off and have a look at our lovely work. Look at that. Bitumen. We have bitumen. Yes, it's not as lovely and smooth as it needs to be, but it is my work, don't forget. You can see that there's probably a little dip there that needs to be sorted and stuff like that I should have sorted as well. So, yeah, but nice stuff. Nice stuff. It is working. Now, that big dump truck does dump into this. Dumps into that perfectly fine. Now, it's down there on the wash plant that we need to, we actually need to throw some water. And that water is going to have to come out. It's basically going to have to go straight up the hill there. Don't know how I'm going to do it. because we're going to need to get trucks through and stuff like that. So I reckon what we might end up doing, if I can just have a roll, that thing is tiny in comparison to that big one. If I can just cruise over to here and we'll have a little squiz at it before I end the episode. Before I end the episode. So we'll come out of there, and I think what we might do, yeah, it's going to come out of there, is we'll come up here and we'll go underground, and then in the wall, or maybe not in the wall, just straight up perhaps, and then underground again, and then straight up, and then across to the pump. I think that's the best way to do it, I reckon. I don't know what we've got in regards, that's a mighty miner's leap there, isn't it? I don't know what we've got in our storage here. We've got a bit of gold and we've got a bit of silicon. I'm going to grab that gold. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm still recovering. Let's go into the store. Let's go into there, and there's 2,200. That's worth 325 grand. That goes really, really quick because our new equipment basically is it's our new equipment is an ass kicker. It's quite simply an ass kicker. Such big loads coming down and stuff as well, which is fantastic. But there you go. I'm really, really happy with the way all of this is going and the way it looks, and just keeps getting better, doesn't it? But for now, don't forget to hit like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hitting like, making comments and stuff like that, it really, really does help me out. There's so much work in filming episodes and, in recording and editing and all that type of stuff that, that type of stuff just really, really helps out. So if you guys would be happy to do that, that would be much, much, much appreciated. For now, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.